We begin this month in the west of Canada at one of North America's premier equestrian facilities, right in the heart of the horse capital of British Columbia. At the beginning of June, the Thunderbird Show Park hosted the Longines FEI Jumping Nations Cup of Canada in Langley, close to Vancouver. It was the final leg of the 3 North and Central American and Caribbean League qualifiers to determine the 2 teams that would advance to October's 2018 Nations Cup final in Barcelona. Going into the competition, Canada were in a strong position, having won the first 2 legs. So USA and Mexico would battle it out for that second spot. For one family, this was a special occasion. Mario Deslauries was representing his native Canada, while his daughter Lucy was making her Nations Cup debut for the USA. But behind the scenes, there was a third member of the Deslauries family.
Hello, I'm Patrice Deslauries. I'm Mario Deslauries' groom. I'm in Langley, Vancouver for the Nations Cup. I'll give you a little insight for what the groom is. Well, my family always been in the horse business. My father, my grandfather. So that's the only thing we had on the farm, horses. My brother was riding. I was riding too, but not as good as him. So I decided to take care of horses for him. So we've been traveling a lot since 25 years. But at the moment, I'm on the road. I'm 48 years old. It's harder. You see a lot of country and a lot of nice show, a lot of nice people. And for sure, it's a good dynamic. I think work for the family too, it's a bit harder sometimes because, you know, you always together and, you know, all that. But me, it's been working. And a lot of time I work with my father at home too. That's work too, you know, so it's not a problem. But you have to try harder to get where you want to be.
Pat has worked for me for 15 years, off and on now. My brother is a kind of guy that can kind of do it all. He can drive the truck, he can maneuver the tractor on the farm, he can maneuver the horses. So it's great to have a guy and my brother and knowing that things will get done right and that, you know, he's very diligent about what he does, and it's kind of, you know, you can't go wrong with family.
Over the years, the role of a groom has changed dramatically with countless shows, more traveling, and the increasing value of top horses. But the basics remain the same when working at a show. After a hard day in the competition ring, it's time for Patrice to give Mario's horse Bardolina a well-earned wash.
Okay, so today we're gonna give a big bath to the horse. Just got a workout done. It was too cold since a couple days to give one, so today's the right temperature. Gonna wash the mane, wash the whole horse, wash the tails, so it looks good for tomorrow, the Nations Cup. So it's a bit the same as us, you know. You have to go deep in the mane to get the dust and the sweat underneath. This one's got a thin mane, so it's easy. But the tail is the same. Sometimes horses, when they scratch their tail in the stall, the tail comes a bit like this. That's because sometimes it's dirty and they're itchy. So you try to go everywhere. For the head, some people, they like to spray. This one, you know, the sponge, like that. She kind of like it today. So now I'm gonna rinse it off. Some horses are much harder to wash than others. Some stand her, she's pretty good today. Some days she moves a bit more. It's a scraper. There's some metal one, some wood scraper. That's usually done to put the water off after we're done. But me, sometimes I use it for both. Put the soap, I go a couple of times in the same place to make sure there's no more soap. For the leg there, I take my hands, so you really feel the legs of the horse if there's something on it or not. Now with a sponge with just water, I'm gonna put the soap off the face. I check if there's no soap. It's a pretty good job. You know, she had a big Grand Prix yesterday, so she's much more relaxed today. And that mare is very hot. So when I get to her place, it takes her a couple of days to cool down, quiet down. Even from Mario to Ryder, like today she was perfect, you know? So that's about it here.
With Bardolina prepared for the Nations Cup, did Patrice think Canada had a chance to shine?
I think so. I think I've been watching yesterday the others, but I think the Irish going to be pretty strong, and the US too. But Canada, I think they have a good chance. Even the Mexicans, you know, they have a good team. They all have good people, you know, but I think we can pull it off, you know.
The following day, the heavens opened as the Nations Cup competition got underway. Patrice's prediction was spot on as the non-scoring Irish team pulled off a very convincing victory, thanks in part to a double clear by Richard Maloney. With 2 faultless rounds from Tiffany Foster and Bardolina in tip-top condition, the Canadians clinched their spot in Barcelona. They will be joined by Team USA, who despite finishing in 4th, did just enough to book their passage to Europe. Hopefully Patrice will also be on the flight to Spain.